Hey everyone, welcome back to Quizzes with Chris. This is a science, movies, and music challenge. We've got 50 questions. Let's start with the tough 1980s music quiz. Question 1. Which band released the 1983 album Speaking in Tongues? Was it Talking Heads, REM, The Smiths, or Depeche Mode? The answer to question 1 is Talking Heads. Question 2 of 10 coming up next. Which 1980s hit contains the lyric, I'll stop the world and melt with you? The Promise, Melt with You, Don't Dream It's Over, or I Ran? I think we know the answer to this one. And of course, it was Melt with You as we move on to question 3 of 10. Which artist released the album The Dreamin' in 1982? Was it Kate Bush, Susie Sue, Cyndi Lauper, or Annie Lennox? The answer to question 3 is Kate Bush. Question 4 coming up. Which synth pop duo had a 1985 UK number 1 with The Sun Always Shines on TV? Yazoo, Pet Shop Boys, Aha, Erasure? The answer is Aha. Well done if you got that. Question 5 of 10. Which song did Prince originally write under the pseudonym Christopher? Is it Manic Monday, Nothing Compares to You, I Feel For You, or Jungle Love? The answer is Manic Monday, which was a hit for the Bangles. Question 6 of 10. Which band released the 1980 album Remain in Light? The Cure, Talking Heads, Joy Division, or New Order? The answer was Talking Heads. Do let me know in the comments how you are getting on in this quiz. Question 7 of 10. Which 1984 album by The Smiths includes the song How Soon Is Now on later releases? Meat is Murder, The Queen is Dead, Hatful of Hollow, Strange Ways Here We Come? The answer is Hatful of Hollow. 3 questions to go in this round. Question 8. Which singer performed the original 1981 version of Tainted Love that Soft Cell famously covered? Gloria Jones, Kim Wilde, Laura Branigan, Bonnie Tyler? The answer was Gloria Jones. Question 9. Which band's 1987 album Document includes the track It's the End of the World as We Know It? REM, The Replacements, The Pixies, or The Psychedelic Furs? The answer is REM. One more to go in this tough 1980s music quiz. Which musician produced the Human League's 1981 album Dare? Trevor Horn, Martin Rushent, Brian Eno, or Nile Rodgers? The answer was Martin Rushent. Brings us to the end of this tough 1980s music quiz. We now move on to 80s movie quiz. 20 questions in this one. How many will you get right? Question 1. Which 1982 sci-fi film featured the line Tears in Rain? Tron, The Thing, Blade Runner, or RoboCop? The answer was Blade Runner. Moving on to question 2 next. In The Breakfast Club, what sport does Andrew play? Basketball, wrestling, football, or baseball? The answer to question 2 is wrestling. Question 3 of 20 in this movies quiz coming up. Which actor played the villain Hans Gruber in Die Hard in 1988? Jeremy Irons, Alan Rickman, Malcolm McDowell, Rutger Hauer? Very well done if you said Alan Rickman. Question 4. In Back to the Future, what speed must the DeLorean reach to time travel? 77, 88, 99, or 108 miles per hour? The answer is B, 88 miles per hour. Question 5. Which 1987 film starred Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dutch? Commando, Total Recall, Predator, or The Running Man? The answer is C, Predator. Question 6. What is the name of the computer in War Games in 1983? HAL 9000, Skynet, WOPR, Deep Thought. The answer to this one is C, WOPR. Question 7 of 20. Which actress played Ripley in Aliens in 1986? Jamie Lee Curtis, Linda Hamilton, Sigourney Weaver, Carrie Fisher. The answer to this one is Sigourney Weaver. Question 8. In Ghostbusters, what is the name of the giant marshmallow mascot? Puffy Boy, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Mr. Fluff, or Marsh King? Brilliant film. It was Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Question 9 is coming up. Which 1980 movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture? Raging Bull, Ordinary People, The Elephant Man, Coal Miner's Daughter. The answer is Ordinary People. Don't think I've ever seen the film. Question 10. Who directed E.T. the Extraterrestrial? George Lucas, Ridley Scott, Steven Spielberg, Robert Zemeckis. The answer is, of course, Steven Spielberg. 10 questions to go in this round. Question 11. In Ferris Bueller's Day Off, what kind of car is Cameron's father's prized vehicle? Porsche 911, Ferrari 250 GT California, Lamborghini Countach, Chevrolet Corvette. It was B, Ferrari 250 GT California. Which actor portrayed Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark? Was it Kurt Russell, Tom Selleck, Harrison Ford, or Mel Gibson? It is, of course, Harrison Ford. Question 13. In The Shining, what is the name of the haunted hotel? Grandview Hotel, Timberline Lodge, the Overlook Hotel, Stanley Manor. The answer was the Overlook Hotel. Question 14. Which 1985 film featured the song Don't You Forget About Me? Pretty in Pink, Footloose, St. Elmo's Fire, or The Breakfast Club? The answer was The Breakfast Club. What was the first feature-length film released by Pixar's predecessor division at Lucasfilm? Tin Toy, Luxo Jr., The Adventures of Andre and Wally B, Red's Dream. The answer is The Adventures of Andre and Wally B. 5 questions to go. Question 16. In Top Gun, what is Maverick's real first name? Pete, Nick, Tom, or Jack? I wouldn't know the answer to this, actually, personally. The answer is Pete. Let me know in the comments if you knew the answer to that one. Question 17. Which fantasy film features the characters Atreyu and Falcor? Willow, Legend, The Dark Crystal, The Never-Ending Story. The answer to this one was The Never-Ending Story. 3 questions to go in this round. Who played the title character in Batman 1989? Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Jack Nicholson, Alec Baldwin. One of my first ever cinema movies, it was Michael Keaton. Question 19. In Scarface, what is Tony Montana's famous final word? Freedom, revenge, friend, hello. The answer is hello. One more question in this round. It is which 1988 film starred both Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall? Trading Places, Harlem Nights, Coming to America, Beverly Hills Cop 2. It was, in fact, Coming to America. Which brings us to the end of this 80s movie quiz. We are now going to be moving on to 20 questions all about science. Let's see how much you do know in the science category. Question 1. How long is the average lifespan of a human red blood cell? 60, 90, 120, or 150 days? The answer to question 1 is 120 days. Question 2. Which planet in our solar system has the shortest day? Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, or Mercury? The answer is Jupiter. Question 3 of 20. What is the hardest natural substance on Earth? Is it quartz, obsidian, titanium, or diamond? And the answer is diamond. Question 4. What type of blood cells are primarily responsible for fighting infections? The red blood cells, the platelets, white blood cells, or plasma cells? The answer to this one is white blood cells. Question 5. Which gas makes up most of Earth's atmosphere? Is it oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, or hydrogen? The answer to this one is nitrogen. What is the chemical symbol for gold? Is it Ag, Au, Gd, Go? The answer to this one, I think many people would have known, is Au. Question 7. Which organ in the human body produces insulin? Liver, kidney, pancreas, or gallbladder? The answer is pancreas. Moving on to question 8. What is the speed of light in a vacuum? 300,000, 150,000, 30,000, or 3,000 kilometers a second? The answer is 300,000 kilometers a second. Question 9. Which scientist developed the theory of general relativity? Isaac Newton, Nikola Tesla, Albert Einstein, Galileo Galilei? And the answer is Albert Einstein. What is the largest internal organ in the human body? Heart, brain, liver, lungs? Very well done. If you said liver. 10 more questions to go on this quiz. Question 11. Which element has the atomic number 1? Helium, oxygen, hydrogen, or nitrogen? The answer is hydrogen. Question 12. What is the process by which plants convert sunlight into energy? Respiration, fermentation, photosynthesis, oxidation? The answer is photosynthesis. Question 13. Which part of the cell contains genetic material? Cytoplasm, ribosome, membrane, or nucleus? The answer is nucleus. Question 14. What is the boiling point of water at sea level? 90, 95, 100, or 110 Celsius? The answer is 100. Question 15 of 20 in this particular round. Which force keeps planets in orbit around the Sun? Magnetism, friction, nuclear force, gravity? The answer is gravity. What is the nearest star to Earth? Is it Sirius, Alpha Centauri, Polaris, or the Sun? It is, of course, our own very own Sun. Question 17 of 20. Which vitamin is mainly produced when human skin is exposed to sunlight? Vitamin A, C, D, or K? And the answer is vitamin D. 3 questions to go. Are you going to get all of them right? You will need this one. What is the most abundant element in the universe? Oxygen, carbon, helium, hydrogen. It is, in fact, hydrogen. Question 19. Which scientist is famous for discovering penicillin? Marie Curie, Alexander Fleming, Louis Pasteur, Charles Darwin? And the answer to the penultimate question is Alexander Fleming. The 50th question of today's quiz is: what is the term for animals that regulate their own body temperature internally? Ectotherms, invertebrates, endotherms, herbivores. And the final answer today is endotherms. Do let me know how you got on in this particular quiz. Please also do put your score in the comments as well as your team name, and do keep an eye out for more quizzes from myself on the channel. And I will look forward to seeing you in another quiz very soon. Thanks for playing.